right, here we go. Aries Spears, welcome back to Vlad TV.
How many times is this now?
Like 100. Like 100 times. Give or take. Give or take. Well, you've been vocal about this.
I think I already know what you're going to start with.
Yep.
LeBron?
That's right.
Stephen A?
That's right.
Yeah.
We've been hanging out too much. Look at this.
Yeah. I just posted this yesterday.
Right.
Or the day before, whatever.
Well, go ahead and give your take.
I think LeBron is a hypocrite because while, as I said in my post for context, I know Stephen A. Smith said, LeBron approached me as a father and not a basketball player.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I kind of felt like Stephen A. backpedaled a little bit, or for lack of better words, maybe got a little shook. Because my whole thing was, LeBron's being a hypocrite because back when he first came in the league, I think they were playing the Boston Celtics in Cleveland. And LeBron got into a skirmish with some of the other players. And his mother jumped up and was ready to do battle. And he said, sit your ass down. Because it's like, look, man, I'm a grown man in a grown man's league playing a professional sport as a professional player. We don't need to put the message out there that my mommy comes to my rescue. That's a bad look. So cut to, here we are, Bronny James is being critiqued by Stephen A., who is doing his job. He is paid to critique basketball and the players within the game. So he was critiquing Bronny. And of course, we all know that LeBron approached him and in so many words was like, keep your son's name out your mouth. And, if you want to come after somebody, come after me, yada, yada, yada. And my whole thing is, look, man, just like you told your mother to sit her ass down, you need to sit your ass down because Bronny is in the league because of you. He's a grown man playing amongst grown men in a professional sport, which means he is open to criticism. And for all the people that hit me up and was like, nah, man, it's different because as a father, your son and your kid. Listen, I understand maternal instincts kick in, but nonetheless, we are talking about pros now. It'd be different if he'd have said something about Bronny, about his personal life, or he'd have came to interrupted their Sunday night dinner at the house and said some shit. He did what he did what he is paid to do as a professional analyst. He critiqued somebody deserving of worthy of being critiqued, deserving of being critiqued, because Bronny got a spot that, let's be honest, probably deserved to go to somebody else who's putting up better numbers. Nepotism. So Bron has saved his son twice now. First he got him in the league, and now he's rescuing him from the criticism. And that's bullshit. And for all the people that, of course, because I heard it, I read it, man, you just don't like Bron because Michael Jordan and blah, 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 blah. They ain't got nothing to do with this. I don't care who the fuck it is. You can't say on one end, mom, sit your ass down, but then you don't have to sit your ass down when, you're in a league and, you a man and you know what I'm saying? You here now. It comes with it. Criticism and skirmishes come with the game.
I mean, what is Bronny's position right now with the Lakers? Is he actually on the team or the G League?
I thought it was a lot of back and forth.
Yeah, I thought it was the G League.
Yeah.
So he's
obviously
he's not really on the team.
Well, he was at first,
yeah,
but he couldn't cut it.
Right. So
they put him in the G League.
Right. Yeah. So he is a professional athlete.
Yep.
A public figure now.
Yep.
I can imagine if Stephen A. Smith bashed his daughter. That's like, okay, come on.
Yeah, that has nothing to do. That wouldn't have
what
anything.
Does this little girl got to do with anything? Like, I would have ran up on him too.
Yeah.
Right? But it's like, your oldest son is now on the Lakers. He's now a public figure, son or not.
And criticism comes with it.
You get criticized. I get criticized. Man. LeBron gets criticized. But when his son gets criticized, oh, you can't do that.
Right. And then some of the other talking points were, well, he don't go after any of the other offspring of people in the NBA. Well, they ain't shitting the court up like Bronny. Scottie Pippen's son, Gary Payton's son, they not shitting the court up. Manute Bol's son, they don't stink like Bronny. Bronny stinks.
Yeah, I mean, I heard Steven's response, and he said something interesting, which I never really realized before, was that there's never been a superstar basketball player who had a son who became a superstar basketball player. Now, a lot of kids do enter the NBA, but they're usually mid to low tier.
Right. And they don't, they're not, the organization, their hand is not being forced by their daddy. You know what I mean? So it's like, LeBron, if you're going to go down this road and you're going to open these doors, then, you got to take what come with it, man. He put a target on his son's back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. And I think Stephen A. Smith just got shook. And it's funny because I've told the story before. My last interaction with Stephen A. Smith, we were at a Jordan party, right? We were both, in line to catch the bus back to the parking lot, because they had like a bus that went back and forth. And I turn around, I'm like, oh, Stephen A. Smith. I'm like, oh, I'm Vlad from Vlad TV. We cover you a lot on the site. He goes, yeah, everybody does.
Oh, yeah. A little bit of arrogance.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, but that's that New York swagger of his too. He got that New York swagger. When you see him come to the All-Star games or any of the basketball games, he walked like he wanted the players.
Right. What's funny though is that Bronny responded. He goes, yeah, always the weakest dudes have the most to say. And I guess they posted up Stephen A. Smith's college stats. He averaged 1.5 points a game.
Okay, but Stephen A. ain't in the pros.
I know that, but this is
always it makes for funny.
It makes for funny commentary.
Yeah.
And this is always what people criticize the media for. Oh, he can't rap, so he can't talk about me rapping. He can't produce. Why is he saying that? He can't play sports. He should be able to talk. No, anyone can talk about anything, especially if that's their job.
But the flip side to that is, a lot of these players, once they become retired, they would love their hand in the media to do what Stephen A. does. Oh. But everybody ain't qualified. Everybody ain't Shaq. Everybody ain't Kenny Smith, articulate, well-spoken, highly intellectual. Everybody ain't Charles Barkley, who might not be the most articulate at times, but he's a great, soundbite. And his personality is entertaining as fuck. Same with Shaq.
Right.
Everybody ain't cut out to be commentators. So it's like, yeah, okay, Stephen A. might not be able to, play in the pros, but when some of these guys retire, they would love his position to further their careers, make more money.
Facts.
But everybody can't do that.
Yep.
A la Kendrick Perkins. All right, Mike and Molly. Let me tell you something, Stephen A. Mike and Molly.